This audio content is for entertainment purpose only. There are no intentions to offend anybody, any society, entity, or government. So, please don't sue me. Enjoy.
Hello world. Today is April 24th, 2025, and today I was gonna talk about the dream I had 9 days ago. That dream occurred on April 15th to April 16th night, and it was a very interesting dream, very inspiring to me. In that dream, I was on the Venus, on a planet Venus. I was flying high up in the sky on some sort of flying vehicle. It wasn't a rocket. It wasn't a plane. It was kind of a mix of both of those vehicles, and I was flying above the clouds, and clouds are not what I used to think about the Venus. Like on the real Venus, there are very thick clouds everywhere, thick atmosphere, and you cannot even see the actual surface of the Venus. And but in my dream, the clouds were thin layered and pancake shaped like clouds, and on the empty areas of those clouds I can see surface from above. And surface of the Venus in my dream was kind of what you expected from what we know about the Venus. It was very desert like surface, and the temperatures on the real Venus are extremely high. It's very hot over there. The temperatures are metal melting hot. So it's inhabitable. Even though the atmosphere is oxygen, but because it's so hot on the surface, it's not, people cannot live there. But there is a thing about the Venus. High up in the sky, there is an area like in 50 kilometers high up in the Venus atmosphere. There is actually a regular temperature, regular Earth-like temperature, and it's oxygen. You can breathe, you can live without even a spacesuit. The thing about the Venus is you cannot stay high up in the sky. You need big dirigible or something like that. But what was I? I was in the dream. I was flying high above, high above the surface, and after flying a little bit, I've noticed that there is an ocean, very, very like Earth-like ocean on the surface of the Venus. And there is also the coastline, the shore, and that coastline is covered with a lush greenery. And I was, because I was alone on that space, on that flying vehicle, I was like, oh my God, I made such a great discovery. There is actually life on the Venus. It's so great, so awesome. I had a great feeling, I can see very clearly, like from high up in the sky, like there is a lush greenery. So good. So great, so cool. And since that dream, I was questioning myself, what kind of temperatures are on a Venus polar cap areas? Because you know, on the Earth, there are on the polar caps, Arctic and Antarctic, there are temperatures are very low, not maybe extremely low from a point of the cosmos, but still much lower than on a great equator. So maybe Venus polar caps has similar have a similar like temperature difference. Of course they should be, but maybe not as much. I don't know. Venus very much research, and but maybe I just have to double check it or Google it. And it's so hot in there because of the greenhouse effect. Because of the thick atmosphere, the sunlight bounces back to the surface and make it super hot, make it extremely hot and inhabitable. Or I was thinking maybe there are on Venus has some high mountains where the temperatures maybe not as high as on the actual surface. But there is a thing like Venus is very similar to Earth. By the sizes are practically very similar, and the mountains on Earth, the highest mountain on Earth is Everest, is 8 kilometers high, and it is the thing like with the height of the mountains on the planet, like it cannot be a certain height because of the gravity. Like if planets is smaller, the mountains on there should be higher because of the gravity. Like gravity is lower on the smaller planets. Or maybe material should be extremely tough, much tougher than regular stone or even metal, like to be like. It has to be extremely strong material, but the materials on the in the cosmos kind of similar. So it's unlikely there are mountains on the Venus higher than 8 kilometers, or maybe less because it's very hot. So that I dream. That was the dream I had, and it was very inspiring. I felt very good in that dream, and I decided to make these smaller things more often because memory could play tricks on you. And for example, I was looking at the pictures from long ago when I was young, when I was around 20 years old, and I was like, oh, I was imagining myself kind of differently. I was imagining myself much better looking than I was at the time, and it is pretty interesting. So the memory get distorted after a while. So you cannot judge history if it's written like long after what actually happened. So I'm going to decide to record this thing and put it out on internet as soon as possible, so it won't get distorted. So while memory is fresh, because it's just. I had that dream just 9 days ago. It is already fading. The memory of that dream already fading. It is already not clear as it was 9 days ago. So this is probably it for today. Till next time. Bye bye.